It's the political season.
Yes, it is.
There are caucuses.
Go Barack Obama.
There are primaries, a lot of candidates out there. And Kenny has got his own list of candidates, but in a very different vein. This is for specific clutch situations in NBA games.
Yep,
that kind of set the
tone. I couldn't have said it better myself.
You probably
political
could
season
have,
and all those things, different things. You know, in the back of an NBA bus, you always go to, if the game is on the line, who would you want in the game at particular instances? And so I started to conjure up thoughts of that. It used to be Michael Jordan won every award. But now, since there's no Michael Jordan era anymore, I wanted to see what could happen.
But before you have any kind of a situation on the floor, you have to have a place where the game is played. The setting is very important.
Yeah, well, like right now, to me, the best setting, the arena that I would like to be in, if the game is on the line, if I was a home team, the arena I would, and Chuck, you're going to really appreciate this, is Golden State. I think the fans at Golden State are so hectic right now, and they're so excited about what's going on with their team. I think that this right now, and when you see in the building, Jessica Alba is not a bad building. I think that this is the best setting for clutch performances right now in the NBA.
They were really awesome during the playoffs last year. But let's don't go overboard.
Okay, my next thing then, all right, since you don't want to go overboard, my next thing is strategy. Because if you have a coach, you need somebody to diagram your play down the stretch. So out of all the NBA teams, all the great coaches in the NBA, the one guy I want is Greg Popovich. I want him to diagram my play down the stretch, to get me a shot, to get the ball to the right person, to play good defense, to play good offense. I need Pop.
No disrespect to Phil Jackson, Pat Riley, and Jerry Sloan. Greg Popovich is the best coach in the NBA today.
Okay, my next thing.
Good call.
End to end. I have to get the ball from one end to the other end. I need a ball handler who has size.
And this is with the game on the line.
With the game on the line, getting it there. And I went unpolitical on this, and I went with Deron Williams. And the reason I went with him is because, one, he has the youthfulness. Jason Kidd is usually would have been my pick, but he has more speed now. He has the same size, the same strength. He won't get bumped off the play. He'll continue to the basket. So in terms of club performance last year, he proved to me he could get the ball from inline to inline, the best in basketball.
Steve Nash, Tony Parker don't do anything?
Those guys are too little.
Tony Parker's got some rings.
I know, but
he's performed at clutch time.
So did everybody play with Tim Duncan and Ginobili and David Robinson.
Well, all you're asking him to do is bring the ball up.
But we want to be able to finish.
He's going to get
bumped off the basket.
He's one of the best in the NBA. He scored. He's number 2 among guards.
Did you see when he got that, when Darren Williams got bumped? That's what.
Okay, you're going to take Darren Williams over Tony Parker.
I would. I did.
He did.
I know he did.
Just inline to inline. Not as a better point guard. We're saying inline to inline, a game on the line.
That's what I'm saying.
It's not like we asked his opinion anyway, Kenny.
The next guy, you need a stopper. You need a guy who can guard people down the stretch. The game's on the line. Who am I going to have? The guy say, you guard him and shut it down. I'm going with Kevin Garnett. Why Kevin Garnett? Because I think he can guard 5 positions. You put him on a point guard, a 2 guard, a 3. He's blocking shots. He's coming from the weak side. He helps on the pick and roll. He's able to get back. You post him up. He'll block that too. He has the ability to play multiple positions down the stretch, so he's my NBA stopper.
I got no problem with that. Kevin Garnett's one of my 5 favorite players of all time during this generation, and I got none but love and respect for him.
A little bit of a qualifier.
Okay.
Yeah, because I love the guys from my generation. Okay. From this stuff I'm watching today, Shaq, Gary Payton, Tim Duncan, Kevin Garnett, and let's see who else I like. Jason Kidd.
And Alonzo Mourning.
Alonzo Mourning. I don't want to leave Alonzo. Get well, Alonzo.
It's an expanded top 5.
Okay. Can I add somebody?
Well, this is the last thing.
You had 5.
It's the last shot of the game. The guy you want to have the ball in his hand taking the last shot is pretty obvious, I think, in this situation, Kobe Bryant. I think nobody in the league has the desire to actually want it more than he does. I think he actually wants the game to be tied or down 1. I know a lot of guys that will shoot the ball when the game is tied. He's the one guy who loves to shoot it when they're down 1. That's the difference. You win or lose with his shot, he'll take it every time. He has killer instinct. He has the ability to make the play even if he doesn't take the shot.
Now, if you didn't have Kobe in the equation, who would it be? Who was your second pick?
Wow, that's a good question.
I said it used to be a guy, he's not in the league anymore, Nick Van Exel. I used to take Nick Van Exel for a closer anyway, but right now I'm going with Baron Davis. Baron Davis, to me, is the second guy who now has emerged himself as a guy who will take big shots, not when it's tied or not when you're down 2 or 3, when you're down 1, when the game, everything is decided on that shot. I go with BD right now.
I'm starting to think it might be LeBron James.
Ooh, you know what?
I've been watching I watched the Cavaliers play the Hawks last night, and LeBron tried to single-handedly bring them back from a 20-point deficit. I told you, he was Michael Jackson. Unfortunately, he was playing with a bunch of Tito Jackson.
So do you like the way he's handling end-of-game situations?
Yeah.
Better now,
without question.
Especially last year, there were a lot of times where he was out there pounding it and then taking an off-balance.
Who, LeBron?
18,
well,
19,
LeBron has to understand he's one of the best players, if not the best, after Kobe in this league. He has to be more aggressive. He can't pass the ball until they make him pass the ball. Like, people talk about making your teammates better. Michael Jordan made them come double him. That's why Paxson got open. That's why Steve Kerr get open. Coach Phil Jackson didn't run no damn plays and say, let me get John Paxson or Steve Kerr open. Michael Jordan, let me be aggressive, and then the teams had to take the ball, and that's how Paxson and that's how Steve Nash got open, and dumbass Danny Ainge left him home for a 3.
So,
sorry, I'm still bitter about that.
So that is...
Sorry.
That is, in a way, Kenny's list of candidates with commentary by Charles. And now it's time for a new feature.